Daily commentary by the news director of WTFM International News, Fred Darwin.
The consistency of the United States foreign policy on protection of smaller countries from outside interference with their internal affairs is about to be put to a crucial test. It will be put to the test in the last place in the world the State Department would like to see it tested, the Middle East. That's the one portion of the international jigsaw puzzle which nobody at the State Department likes to talk about. But whether they like it or not, the issue is coming to a head. It is clearly drawn, it is not likely to go away by itself, and it will have to be faced. Our policy is to prevent communist expansion. And when that expansion takes the form of interference in the affairs of a target country by means of so-called wars of national liberation, we regard it as our duty to take countermeasures, to whatever extent is necessary, to preserve the integrity and independence of the target nation. That is the basis of our stated policy in Vietnam, where the government in Hanoi is using its own and local forces to destroy the government in Saigon. We intervened for the announced purpose of guaranteeing the South Vietnamese right to pursue their own destiny, free of interference by means of force and terror from their neighbors. Now there emerges in the Middle East an organization calling itself the Palestine Liberation Organization, whose ultimate purpose is the destruction, or as they call it, the liberation of Israel, and whose more immediate goal toward that end is the overthrow of King Hussein of Jordan, because of his unwillingness to go to war with Israel. When an organization of non-Jordanians based in Cairo openly announces that it is organizing a military effort to overthrow the government of the sovereign state of Jordan in order to bring about a change in the foreign policy of that country, and a change in favor of war at that, it seems there is little question we would have the same duty to intervene on behalf of Jordan, if not also on behalf of Israel, that we say we had in the case of South Vietnam. There isn't even any question that the outside threat is communist-inspired in this case as it was in Vietnam. The leader of the PLO made no bones about that in his latest announcement in Cairo. He declared for all the world to know that Red China has supplied him with arms and is training his recruits. Furthermore, he stated flatly that his so-called Liberation Army plans to operate with the methods of the Viet Cong in Vietnam. Even the name of his organization, the Palestine Liberation Organization, is a takeoff on the official name of the Viet Cong, the National Liberation Front. And if we are to prove that communist-inspired wars of national liberation will not be allowed to succeed, we will have to announce an unlimited commitment to defend the integrity of Jordan and Israel. If we don't, we'll be inviting aggression in one area while fighting it in another. This is Fred Darwin, WTFM International News, New York.